Nothing can stop the man with the right mental attitude from achieving his goal. Nothing on earth can help the man with the wrong mental attitude. Thomas Jefferson.
Let's start with the top secret lesson number 1, why a winning attitude is so important for your life. Attitude is the perfect place to start with our secret lessons. You know when you have a good attitude about something and when you don't. If something's bothering you, do you complain about it? That won't help. You must learn to respond to situations, to learn more, to find out what you don't understand about them. For example, you receive an email and you think it's disrespectful. Someone saying something to you that you don't like. What do? Do you react and write back all nasty? Or do you respond and find out what's wrong? What might you be missing? Sometimes it's not easy to take the time to respond, to find out more, but you've got to learn how to control your attitude.
You are blessed with the ability to wake up each day and decide your attitude. Each circumstance gives you the opportunity to choose how you'll react to it. It's never the circumstance that controls you. It's your choice each and every time. John Assaraf.
You want to leave everyone you come in contact with the impression of increase. If you just happen to be stopping by the water cooler, give the person that's there a compliment. But it's got to be sincere, merited praise. I'm not talking about flattery. That's pretty hollow and shallow. Do you know that everyone does something well? Start looking for what other people do well. Bring it to their attention. Let them know that you notice it. Give them an idea that inspires them. Leave every person you come in contact with the impression of increase. And if you see the best in other people, in other companies, in other situations and conditions and circumstance, you're going to be in a phenomenal vibration. You're just going to feel good all the time. Your whole world is going to improve. Bring that idea into your mind. Leave everyone you come in contact with the impression of increase. In other words, make them feel good because you have come in contact with them. It was one of the greatest rules that I've ever learned. The compensation that you get from developing that into your character is phenomenal. It goes beyond the scope of your imagination. If you want rich rewards, leave every person with the impression of increase. See, there is a science to getting rich, and I don't just mean money. I'm talking about all aspects of your life, an abundant life. We're dealing with an infinite source of supply. And the author of that book said, you do not get rich by doing certain things. You get rich by doing things in a certain way. Now think about that. You do not get rich by doing certain things. You get rich by doing things in a certain way. You see, you could find two people working in the same company for the same sales manager, and they're selling the same product in the same marketplace. One is doing very well, and the other's struggling, and yet they're both doing the same thing. Now, this has puzzled people for many years. What is the difference? Do you know what I have found? I have found that most of the huge corporations do not know what the real top producers are doing. And most of the top producers don't know what they're doing. They're what you call unconscious competence. You see, if corporations knew what the real hard chargers were doing, they would can it and give it to everybody. They don't know what they're doing. You do not get rich by doing certain things. Now, I can paraphrase that. You do not become a real pro in your field by doing certain things. You become a real pro in your field by doing things in a certain way. The science of getting rich, the science of being the best in your field, is not by doing certain things, it's by doing things in a certain way. Now, if you're going to understand what the certain way it is, it's by law. There's laws that govern this whole universe. And you must understand these laws. And if you don't understand them, odds are pretty good nothing of any consequence is really going to happen.
The greatest discovery of all time is that a person can change his future by merely changing his attitude. Oprah Winfrey.
Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here.
For lesson number 1, you do the pre-test. Think about what you know before you start to study this material. Then you go to the Think About This section. If you're a parent and a teacher, read the Think About This section for you. And for teens, read the Think About This section for you. Then you make sure you read the lesson, answer the questions. There's review to make sure that you drill down. What is attitude? How can you really perfect a better attitude in your life? Remember this, there's some important facts about having a great attitude. And then extension exercises take your thinking to the next level with regard to attitude. Finally, put it into practice. That's when you are practicing a great attitude in your life and you know you've mastered the topic.